Hi everyone, back again. So we're on our way to Galapagos, Santa Cruz Island. We've got 141 miles to go. So this video is basically the journey from Panama to Galapagos, and it has definitely been a very interesting journey. Well, the start of it was. It's got a bit more boring
quiet
now.
Quiet now, yeah.
We've currently got
absolutely flat seas.
Yeah, 1.8 knots of wind and mirror flat water. So it's pretty...
Just put the engine on, but we have actually sailed more.
Yeah, we've sailed all day. In fact, I've just been checking. I think we've sailed 15 hours in total. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Considering we've only cut the engine on for 15 hours.
Yeah. 15 hours of engine time, yeah.
And the routing originally said it was going to be like...
Yeah, 3 days.
2 days, 3 days.
3 days with the motor.
So it's been great.
Yeah, so it's all good.
And then we'll be in Galapagos, so we'll do some footage of Galapagos, and then we'll be setting off on the Pacific crossing.
Yeah, and that's the big one.
We'll be on the Pacific this time next week.
We will. 3,000 miles to go. We're on the Pacific now.
No, I mean the crossing.
Yeah.
We'll start at the big crossing.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to catching up with the rest of the group. They're already there and most of them are making their way across Santa Cruz.
Short Bay.
Yeah. So on this video we've had a new stay sail delivered and we've put that up, tried it out. It's been very good. Pleased with the way that's got set up. We've had a bit of a catastrophe with the starboard engine, which you'll see in the video, and well, apart from that, it's been pretty much routine.
Yeah.
So enjoy the video, and we will be back again next week. So it's Saturday morning, it's 28th of March, it's Karen's birthday. We just got back on the boat from Panama, so we're going to be checking out today with Panama Roy. That's our first big job. I'm just filling the water tanks at the moment, so getting all the little jobs done before everybody else gets up. So it's, as I say, it's about 6 o'clock at the moment. Got the water hose running. We're just trying. We've got an awful lot of this black. Must be from fire, like carbon debris on the boat. Just needs washing away. It's all over the place. Don't know where it's from, but anyway, we'll get that sorted out. Got to sort out this mishmash of lines so we can get off this pontoon. I think the problem we've got with this pontoon is you can see the water running there. It's the tides going out, so all the water's being rushed through this little gap here, and it's coming at some pace through there, and that's what's pushing the boats all backwards. So thankfully we're well held off with all our fenders and lines that we've got now. But when we go, I'm hoping the tide will have turned a little bit, and we should be able to leave just around slack tide, which should make it a lot easier to get out of here. As you can see, it's nowhere near as busy as when we came in. Plenty of room to get out there now. So hopefully, 1 o'clock-ish, I think we'll get away. That's the plan at the moment. I've had a few people ask why we put these ropes around the shrouds. So this is what we brought back from the UK. What about this one? New wing foil board, and this one. So we've got about 90 kilos we've added. Thankfully we took 20 kilos home with us, or about 25 kilos home, so the addition to the boat's not so big. But we have got full crew on board now, so there's 4 of us setting off to Galapagos today. I'll open these bags and see what we brought back. That's so much easier to get in the UK than anywhere else. So this is what it looks like when you come back on the boat after being home. Everything's everywhere. I've got there some copper coat. I'm doing my little repair in Tahiti where the ropes have caught it. Scrubbing pads, bilk frothers, we've got 2 of those. Tin openers. I have to set up the staysail, so that's what these are for. These are the turning blocks for the staysail furler. We've got some zipper wax for the sail bag. We've got some dynamo loops for the running lines for the staysail as well. This is my new furling line for the staysail, this one here. And we've got 2 new halyards. One's for the topping lift, and one is for the staysail. I'm going to change the one that's on the mast at the moment. It's way too long. We'll keep that for the halyard. Got some spare water filters for the seagull filter, impeller filters for the generator, fuel filters, loads of fuel filters. Some new blocks I need to install next time we get sorted. So there's a big block there, 2 big spin locks, and then we've got some small blocks for the staysail furling line, and 2 for that. And then we've got, what's we got here? We've got a spare impeller for the generator, just in case that fails. What's this one? Oh yeah, some MPPT controllers, some wax, some spray for the engine room, keep that clean and salt free. That's my copper coat liquid, the glue, spare tyre for the dinghy, spin lock blocks for the staysail, sponges always come in handy, more scrubbers, more snatch blocks. These are the Harken turning blocks for the furler on the Genoa, no, the Jenica. So I've just set off from Panama and we are now heading towards Galapagos. So we've left La Playita and we're just dodging all these anchor vessels. And then we are going to get on our track. We've got a few options on the routing. These are the 4 different routes that is on the predict wind. So at the moment I think we're probably going to try and stay between the red and the green, red and the blue. Actually I think it's the red and the green, I think it's GFS is green I think. And that's the ECMWF, so come down here a bit and then take our route across here. Just hope that the wind changes direction. Got it absolutely under the nose, 180 at the moment. So the forecast is following the rules. It's given us what we're supposed to have, about 19-20 knots. Should have this most of the night, which is pretty good. We are going to have to do something about our direction. As far as we can go with this big red at 150. Doesn't really like 155, but I will try and push it in a bit, see if it improves. But the wind's swung around to 0.09, so it's gone past north. So it's going to make it a bit more difficult to sort out, but we'll see. So our big red's out. Code 5, that'll take plenty of wind. It's good. Full main up. It's nice. Well, that was an intense few moments. We just hit a proper tree. Must have been 12 metres long. I think it went right across both engines to the back. I'm not sure. I think Karen got a bit of footage of the actual tree. But it was huge. I mean, proper. But it was literally stuck in front of the engine, so hopefully no damage. We'll have to dive on the engines and check, but at the moment, as you can see, it is absolutely pitch black. So we've got the engines on. They appear to be running okay.
So after hitting the log last night, we thought everything was fine, and then Maxime and Kevin went to bed after they'd had done the rest of the night shift, and Neil and I were on, and then we had an alarm on the engine.
The engine cut out on overheat and blew the hose that feeds the expansion tank for the hot water cylinder. So there's no water ingress. It's definitely getting too hot, so we've come to the conclusion that there's no seawater going through the engine. So when you actually start the engine, it's a very, very small amount of water coming out, and that's just emptying the hose. So we think the seawater impeller might have gone. Hence we're going to try and replace that now.
Another impeller problem.
Yeah, another impeller problem. So Kevin's down there at the moment looking to see if he can get the old impeller out and see if it's damaged, because what I'm thinking is the tree's gone up against the sail drive and blocked the holes, and the impeller's tried to draw water and it's shredded it or some of the fins up or something, and it's now no longer drawing water to cool the engine. Was the engine on when we hit the tree though? It wasn't? No, so it wasn't. So the engine, so what's happened is that we tried to start the engines once we hit the tree to stabilise the boat, and that's when we had the engines running, and they're running with no water.
We didn't start them because Maxime shouted don't start the engine because the tree was there. Yeah,
but once we got the tree out of the way we must have, I don't know. Well, we'll see, won't we? It's worth investigating the problem with the impeller, seeing if that's the cause. If it isn't, we head back to Panama and get it sorted by a professional instead of us amateurs.
So at the moment we've got engines off, no sails up,
about.
autopilot's off, and we're just bobbing around because it's the most comfortable state for Kevin to be doing what he's doing. Kevin's in here. And as previously said, we overheated, the engine overheated, so it's a bit hot down there, right Kevin?
So since our disastrous run of luck, we're now heading back on course to Galapagos. We have a
lot of miles to go.
Okay, so we're halfway out of our trip now. And we're just about to put up the spinnaker because the winds are very light. The guys are on deck. Maxime's doing the halyard.
Do I need to hold on to the sock strings?
Yeah, I'll come and get them off you. Kevin's on the main chute. So, we've just put the Belgian jib up. You can see it's fairly light winds, rolling with the waves. And there's our Belgian jib. Looks pretty good. Spinnaker sailing. It is a little bit light winds. Got a little bit of a curl on the front of the spinnaker. Probably a bit more than I would want, so I might just tighten the bottom a little bit, just see if that improves it or makes it worse. Trial and error. So Maxime's got the shitty job of cleaning up with the bird poo. We had 3 boo-boos on the boat last night. So we have to use a bit of soap, get a bit of a scrub to get rid of it. It's hard, this sailing life. If his mum and dad are watching, he's doing a good job. He's a good crew member. I'm not sure he'll be coming home. And this is how we've got our Belgian jib set up. We've got it on the 2-to-1. Right on the, as far as we can get it up. I'm not sure it should go higher or not, but I think that's probably okay. It's only the clue that's going to come around and swing into it, I would think. So it should stop it. We'll fasten it around the bottom. Tied it down. And then we're just taking it back to the mast. The tie point. That's the first time that's gone up. Very pleased. It's quite straightforward. So a little quick update. Halfway through the journey now. We have our spinnaker up, our asymmetric. Done a bit of work on the telltales. I think I've still got it a little bit tight. When they're dropping down, we need a little bit more out. But, you know, I'm quite happy with it. We've kind of got... What we got? 14 knots of wind and we're doing 10. Amazing, isn't it? On a good angle. We're more or less lined up straight away with Galapagos, where we want to be. Not a boat in sight anywhere. As we check the radar. No, nothing. We passed a little boat last night. He's still supposed to be around somewhere, but I can't see him now. Looking good. Look at the back of the boat. First steaming along. The sea is super flat. All we need now is a couple of whales to come alongside, say hello, and the day will be made.
We're making an omelette.
Of course.
Ham, cheese, tomato, onion, banana cake for pudding.
Omelette for dinner.
Omelette.
Good sailing conditions for it. Nice and flat.
I don't feel sick anymore, which is good. Guys just landed on the boat for a little rest. I do not know what type of bird that is. Hello? So we've been invaded by the birds. Luckily they're not sat on the top of the mast. They're just making themselves comfortable on the bow. Over rider. I think we're going to be here for the night. It's a beautiful sunset.
So boat life continues. Kevin's on learning his splicing trade.
Yeah, we're at the very difficult part.
He's at the very difficult part.
Where this line has got to go back down through this line. You managed the first one alright.
Yeah?
But this one now's got to come back through here.
This is where Andy used the hammer.
What? Hit himself on the head?
He was hitting this to soften it up, I think. Yeah.
Oh right, soften it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So meanwhile, me and Maxime have been playing with this new staysail. We've just managed to get that hoisted. So we're just seeing what that looks like to the speed as we go. So we've got the code 0, staysail, and the mainsail up. So after about 100 emails and numerous WhatsApps, we managed to get our staysail delivered to Panama, and we've been trying it out on this trip to Galapagos. So it's a similar sail material to the mainsail, same colour. I'm not sure I've done right by choosing the same colour as that. However, we've got what we've got, and that's it. So this trip we've been working on assembling everything and getting it up and running. So you can see we've added a new furler, which is a Carver furler, Carver 6.0, which has been great. We've tried it a few times now and it really works well. We have set up the new furling line around the outside of the boat. I've copied a few of the other boats' ideas on how that runs. We run it through a couple of turning blocks where we want to change direction, and a couple of through the loose rings. We have a new topping lift, the blue line, but that's too long, so I'm going to shorten that with a different line which we've got in the cupboard. I've installed a new block to hold the staysail tight, which is the spin lock on here. Real heavy duty bit of kit. I've also installed a new block on the other side. It's this one here. But I think it's okay. We've used a big galvanised backing plate on both of the fixings.